Hey everyone, today we have the Endor Rebel Commando from the Black Series. Thank you to user BB8Stash on Instagram. They were able to purchase this early from an eBay user called DD Mark, and they fly a few cases of figures over here rather than waiting for the bulk of them to come on shipping containers, so that's why you see a little bit of a higher price there. But thank you to BB8Stash for picking this up and sending this over to me to review. I'm going to send it back with a bunch of little goodies in the box as well. He did already unbox this, so here is a quick look at the card back that this figure comes on. We'll probably see this in the main line eventually, and we'll see how these faceplates cooperate with the Hoth Rebel soldier at the end of the video, and we'll see how he looks with the Han Solo trench coat like the TVC figure that was released a while ago. I'm also excited to try this Captain Rex head from Fett Clone on this to see if it looks like, you know, Nick Sant. Already, first impressions, this is one of the better figures that I've seen in the Black Series ever. I think it just has that really beautiful quality that we see in the newer figures where the joints are really beautifully hidden, like you can't see the knees at all here. Although that does have its downside, which we will see in a little bit, because not only is the inner knee not painted at all, it is a light gray that looks like the same color as the arms and doesn't really match the pants very well. I think if it was like a dark green or something, it would have hidden a lot better, but as you can see here, it is quite apparent that that is not how that's supposed to look. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I get brand new Black Series figures all the time, and I try to review these as soon as possible for you guys. One of my favorite accessories here is the backpack. I think this is just so cool looking. We never really get backpacks in Star Wars that look like this. It has this little Star Wars-y greebles, you know, it has the techie panels, and then it has a little tube. I just think this looks so cool, but it's also generic enough that like they can all have the same backpack and it's not going to look odd. And like the backpack, the little satchel, armband, ammo pouch here, whatever you want to call it, is also completely removable. So you can just kind of play around with this and mix and match the different accessories to make a whole variety of troopers here. We unfortunately don't see the same amount of variety that we saw with the Hoth Rebel Trooper because there are no accessories that cover the face, like we had the scarf and the goggles here. If you have any extra Endor helmets laying around from Luke or Leia, you could throw those over a Marvel Legends head or some other generic head to get some further variations of the troopers like you see here. Ideally, these could have come with a helmet and alternate heads instead of just the alternate faceplates, just so you have that, you know, infinite variation. I just wanted to give you a quick look at the weapons before we move on to the faceplates. I had to use a little bit of heat to get this sort of younger face to pop off properly. The older face has a little bit more of a chin to it, so it was easier to get a grip on it and move it up. You can see how the strap on the helmet is actually just part of the sculpt, it's not a separate strap. Now, it would have been in Hasbro's best interest to make this compatible with the Hoth Rebel Trooper, but unfortunately I just think that it is not possible just given the shape of the helmet and the kind of shape of the cutout where the face is shown. So this is the Hoth Trooper face on the Endor soldier. It doesn't really work. However, the reverse works a little bit better. It is kind of a wonky fit getting the Endor face onto the Hoth helmet. So Instagram user BB8Stash, who is the one who sent me this figure, was able to kind of force the faces onto the Hoth Trooper. So if you do have some extra faces lying around, if you get multiples of these, you can shove them onto your Hoth Trooper and it doesn't look terrible. Luckily, the face that does come with it is a perfect fit. It's a really nice snug fit around the side, and I think if I just had to have one of these on display, I would choose the older face here. I think he looks just so cool. Let's throw on the Han Solo coat on top of this here. I'm gonna leave the vest on and all of that just to see how this all fits together. And yeah, that looks pretty awesome. If you have an extra one of these lying around, this makes a great variation on this trooper. So as I said before, I have this really amazing Captain Rex head from Fett Clone on Instagram, who will be linked below. I put an Endor helmet on him from Luke Skywalker, and ooh, this looks really cool. For those wondering, yes, he can aim down the sights, but I am really happy to see how this Captain Rex head looks on him. I do have to give this figure back, but I'm definitely getting an extra one that can be displayed like this. But I'm sure I'm going to hear in the comments below whether or not you guys think that Captain Rex was actually at the Battle of Endor. Overall, I think this is a really exciting release. I think that you definitely have to get at least two. Let me know in the comments below how many you are planning on buying. I should have the Jabeam Obi-Wan wave coming in very soon with Tala and Darth Malak and Bastila Shan. So if you want to see that review as soon as it drops, please hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.